Hey everyone, it is Tom Panos here again, coming to you from my beautiful office, and I'm sorry if I'm in your face. All I'm trying to do is saturate you with information and content that I think you need to be equipped with as we navigate through new, uncharted waters. So I was talking to David Highland, who is one of the great real estate business owners from Highland in the Shire, and he's going to be doing a video with me next Friday. And he brought up a very valid point, and that is, so you've sold a property, the deal has been done. And what happens is the property is about to settle, and either the buyer or the seller, has to be quarantined. They either have coronavirus or that they potentially have the virus, and they've gone into isolation and they are not allowed to actually leave the property. So let's just work through this. The deal's been done. There's a contract in place. There's a settlement date. If you're the vendor and you can't move out of the house, there's a problem. The new buyer can't move into the house, which means that settlement can't take place, which means that that person is defaulting. So what I want to talk to you about is, well, that can occur with both the vendor and the buyer. So I think one of the things that you're going to have to do is manage the settlement period yourself. You're going to have to get involved with the settlement period, and you're going to have to potentially look at options. One of the options that David Highland from Highland suggested is license agreements. And a license agreement is pretty much, for those of you that don't know, is a document which is really like a very short-term lease, where you actually say that the vendor can actually stay in the property for 14 days or whatever is specified for X amount of dollars, a nominal rent, which is normally a very small rent, and you can overcome this. I think that you're going to be crossing this at some point. I think whether the person's got coronavirus or not, I know a lot of people that are being in quarantine at the moment, and I suspect that there's going to be situations where settlement can't take place because people have to actually remain in their property. So that appears to be a solution to it. I would love to also get your view. What do you say to the tenant? What do you say to the tenant that won't allow to give you access at the moment? We still haven't come up with a solution for there. It appears that maybe the solution is, if you've got any owners that are putting property on the market with a tenant in there, that you have to address this issue. How easy are you going to have access? Will the tenant be concerned about buyers coming through the property? I also have heard from 3 people today that tenants have begun to ask for discounts on rent, saying that they've been impacted with their employment and they're asking for rent concessions. I expect that that is going to accelerate. I actually suspect those that have actually asked for rent discounts already may be trying to be using coronavirus to their advantage. I don't know whether it's been too early to actually have tenants work through that process, but I suppose if you don't ask, you don't get. Anyway, guys and girls, signing off. Every time there's information, I'll make sure that I'm giving it to you. Share this video. Thank you.